somewhat clear. What goes into that? You seem to have a knack for drawing people.
That's the first time I've heard that.
Real street niggas, we don't wanna be thugs. We play the yachts watching the coastline flood. Hurricane season, hoping dope wash up. It's hot on that strip, go pick up a shift. Sat on that re, cause I got paid on the 6. Like Sonny Lee, I got gold medals from flips. Harness my chi, now I got several hits. You wanna be G, so you rapping about sticks. This one on me, cause it's matching my fit. Was raised different, you spilled tea to a bitch. No Caitlin Clark, we strap D to a bitch. A Greyhound pass, tell it take a trip. A real descendant of Kiss. At 17, we played D-Block in the whip. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. This video was brought to you by BetUS. Big BetUS in the building. Use code YouTube150. That gets you 150% on your first deposit. You know what I'm saying? 125% on your next 2 deposits after that. You definitely want to make sure you tap in with the good people over there. Personalized sport betting agent. You know, all the stuff that come with that, man. Best betting variety in the business. Make sure you tap in with BetUS. If you don't, you're bugging out. So listen, man, we 8-2. We did our job. We put in our work. And, you know, it's just time to give some flowers to the team. And a lot of people on the team deserve flowers, man. You know, this has been a complete team effort. A complete team effort to get to this point at 8-2, man. You got a number of groups being the best in the league. You got a number of individuals being the best in the league since the bye, all a part of the Philadelphia Eagles organization. And, you know, a lot of hate is still being thrown on our name because a lot of people don't want us to succeed. They don't really want us to talk the way that we talking. You know what I mean? It's scary, man. It's scary, man. It's scary. No pun intended. No pun intended. It's scary, especially when a guy like Terry is running around here saying like Quinyon Mitchell was one of them ones. We already knew that going into the game, though. You know what I mean? So the Philadelphia Eagles drafting Quinyon Mitchell, and then the year before that drafting Jalen Carter. You know, that's how dynasties are built. That's how dominant defenses are built for years to come. And the Philadelphia Eagles are in great, great shape. You know, we are taking full advantage of this Super Bowl window that we in. And we are trying to squeeze the juice out of it, man, as we should, as Philadelphia Eagles fans and as the front office should be doing. But it's a lot of things that go into this just besides Saquon Barkley saving the Eagles. You know what I mean? I hate these narratives that's being thrown around about the team right now. Now, listen. The Philadelphia Eagles won't be the Philadelphia Eagles without Saquon Barkley. We won't be without A.J. Brown. We won't be without this defense. We've heard it all. We've heard it all. We've heard it all. We won't be 8-2 if we didn't have so much going on for ourselves. But I don't want Philadelphia Eagles fans to be discouraged or upset about that. You know what I mean? And this hate is coming from guys like the Dallas Cowboys fan base. Their season already over. So we can understand why they hating. But like, let's start asking the questions that need to be asked as Philadelphia Eagles fans and content creators. Was the Dallas Cowboys roster stacked when they won the Super Bowls in the 90s? I think it was. Was the San Francisco 49ers roster stacked when they won their Super Bowls? I think it was. Jerry Rice and them, was them rosters stacked? I think it was. A couple of Patrick Mahomes rosters were stacked. Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Honey Badger for you. I think those are some stacked rosters too. But, you know, it only doesn't matter when it's the Philadelphia Eagles. Everybody says it's the roster this, it's the roster that, the roster. But then in the same breath, they want to count their rings in our face and say they got more than us, like they didn't win those Super Bowls with stacked rosters. So I'm getting kind of confused. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to stress about it because they wish they was us, and it's clear to see. It's very, very clear to see. Very clear to see. But the dangerous part of being this good and not finishing the mission is you can lose coaching staff members. You know what I mean? Kellen Moore's name is already hot on the streets. I'm not worried about Fangio going nowhere. He said this is his last stop. He want to be close to his family in PA. You know, he's from Scranton. But Kellen Moore's still young. You know what I mean? Kellen Moore still, I'm pretty sure, has head coach aspirations. So you got to worry about winning immediately when you got guys like Kellen Moore, because people coming to snatch our guys up. We seen what happened with Shane Steichen, got snatched up after the Super Bowl. Even Gannon got snatched up for a head coaching position. And Gannon got them boys over there at I think they 6-4. So even Gannon got snatched up. I say that to say this, man. I don't know what's going to happen with Kellen Moore, but the things that Cowboys fans and the rest of the NFL Chargers fans was trying to tell us was that Kellen Moore's no good. Kellen Moore's no good. Kellen Moore ain't this, Kellen Moore ain't that. But it seemed like a lot of people might have been misinformed about Kellen Moore. Why? Because he was coming to the Eagles. Saquon this, Saquon that. Oh, Saquon lost a step. Saquon ain't this, Saquon ain't that. I had him as a dark horse MVP. Why did everybody have so many negative things to say about Saquon Barkley? Because he was coming to the Eagles. AJ Brown is not a AJ Brown in elite. This, that. Why did so many people have so many things negative to say about AJ Brown? Because he was coming to the Philadelphia Eagles. Smitty too small. All this, all that. Because he was coming to the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Carter, a head case. He's all this, all that. He's untamable because he was coming to the Philadelphia Eagles. Coming to the Eagles. It's as simple as that, man. When you join in one of the most passionate and strong fan bases, people thrive and people get clicks off us being down. They don't really succeed as much when we up. Only the content creators succeed when we up. They don't succeed when we up and when we thriving and when we doing a good job. They don't. So expect some turnover after this year for sure because we're doing really, really well. But, I expect whoever steps in, if Kellen Moore does leave. Now, this will be my advice to Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore got to stay because the head coaching jobs ain't going nowhere. Get a lot of wins under your belt. Become the best offensive coordinator in the game. Have people talking about you like that. Have people talking about you like that for a couple years. Don't just leave. You will never have this roster again to work out the kinks. Because by the time you get finished playing with this roster and you probably go to 2 Super Bowls, win 2 Super Bowls, whatever the case may be, when you finally say, I don't want to be the offensive coordinator anymore, I want to go get a head coaching gig, you would have learned so much by playing with this much talent. This is the best quarterback Kellen Moore has had in terms of a guy that can win. This is in terms of the best quarterback, period, man. I'm not dumbing it down. Who out there got the win percentage that Jalen Hurts got since 2021? Dak don't got it or Herbert don't got it. Who had a playoff run? Dak or Herbert don't got it. None of them guys got that, man. This roster is wise beyond its years. That's why we succeed. We're one of the youngest rosters in the game, but a lot of people on this team. Smitty played in a bowl. If you ain't know, he just turned 26. Jalen played in a bowl, 26. AJ played in a bowl. Landon Dickerson. You know what I'm saying? Lane Johnson, 2 bowls. Dudes have played in Super Bowls. They've played in Super Bowls. You know what I mean? Gardner Johnson played in a bowl with us already. Slay played in a bowl. We have a very, very seasoned roster. N'Kobe Dean played in the bowl. Jordan Davis played in the bowl. We have a seasoned roster. And, it's just young. We're ready. We've smelt it. We've seen it. We know where we're supposed to be. Then you got guys like Nolan Smith coming along. So I'm very, very happy for this team. You know what I mean? But we got to continue to stay together and block out the noise because the hate is coming from every single angle right now. They're attacking Jalen Hurts like he ain't been the best quarterback in the league since week 6. They're attacking him. But when you got numbers like this that don't lie, how can you attack somebody when it's this level of proof? How can you say Jalen Hurts could potentially hold this team back when he's doing stuff like this? We talk all the time about it not looking pretty, but the end result is always the end result. And that's what we care. Listen, one thing I want to see from the offense is just them starting fast. That's it. Start faster. That's it. The data is skewed. We're a running team, cool, but most of the teams that's winning are running teams. Look at Detroit. Look at the Ravens. Everybody, listen. You know how many quarterbacks have thrown for 5,000 yards and ain't go nowhere with it? Justin Herbert. Yeah, the ball might come out his hand pretty, but where's the playoff runs? Where's the success? Where's it at? They make excuses for success and all we do is succeed. They make excuses for success and we continue to succeed. 8-2 never felt so good. Never felt so good. We beat every team in the division already. We got the Rams coming up next Sunday, Sunday Night Football. What more could we ask for? Let me know what you think in the comments, though, man.